Texas just won the Lone Star Showdown against Texas A&M, which means the Longhorns are going to the SEC championship game against Georgia in Atlanta. Let's bring in sports director Jeff Jones to give us some highlights on tonight's game. Jeff, what is the energy like out there?
The energy out here is outstanding, Darrenisha. Right where we're standing about 5 minutes ago, head coach Steve Sarkisian ran over to the band and was screaming, was shouting. He was so excited. This win, as you guys just watched right here on KVUE, does punch UT's ticket to the SEC championship game. That means their first year in this conference. They have a chance to win this conference. They will play Georgia right here on KVUE 1 week from today. Now, leading up to tonight's game, the Lone Star Showdown, Texas versus Texas A&M, so many people told me how loud this environment would be. So what I did was I said, I need you guys to prove it. I pulled out a sound level meter and brought this here to Kyle Field in College Station. I can tell you that the loudest it got in the first half was about 104 decibels. That was right before UT's first offensive snap. I posted a few pictures on my social media pages at Jeff Jones Sports. You can check out those sound levels all throughout the game. And let's show you the highlights and show you why things peaked at about 104 decibels in the first half and didn't get closer to that record here at Kyle Field of 122. Now, the reason it was so quiet by A&M standards is because the road team, Texas, stayed in control. Quinn Ewers brought a hurt ankle into the game, so the Horns went to the bullpen for an early red zone score. Arch Manning and his two healthy ankles, that's the most healthy ankles you can have, found their way into the end zone. Moments later, Quinn came back and was throwing darts. In dart terms, that's a 9-dart finish. Perfect throw and a perfect catch from Jaden Blue. Texas took a 17-point lead into the break, and they this game, a couple of UT red zone turnovers, though, made this game a lot closer than it should have been. But UT does leave here with the win, and they punch their ticket to the SEC championship game. Now, Texas, as I told you, was right behind us celebrating a moment ago. So they are heading to the post-game press conference right now. You are looking at the press conference room for the Longhorns. We have a crew in there and are going to hear from head coach Steve Sarkisian a little bit later in the show. Now, when we have a chance to chat with Coach Sark, which could happen any moment now, we have to ask him some key questions. One key injury did take place today. Starting left tackle Kelvin Banks, who is expected to be a top 5 or 10 overall NFL draft pick this spring, went down with what looked like an ankle or a foot injury. We have to see what the prognosis is going forward, if Kelvin will be a part of the team on the field during the SEC championship game next week. We also saw that 2-quarterback system, both in the highlights and in the game, work for Texas. Is that going to be a part of the offensive game plan going forward? Sark will hopefully shed some light on that as well. And the red zone turnovers, even in a win, there are some things to change. A 17-7 win for Texas today. But something that the Longhorns will definitely want to change going forward is holding on to the ball in the red zone. They gave it away quite a few times close to the end zone. So we have to ask what they can do to shore that up and change things going forward.